scout. All these bands I lost count, cause I'm too up right now. Too up right now.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Allen. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Detroit!
Now a first down carry here for McCoy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
And that was a good run. This was only one of 9 guys to go over 1,000 yards in 2017. And I think you can't let him run wild here.
What do you think, 100 yards, the measuring stick?
Always. That is the threshold. You want to keep him under that if you want to play good defense.
On 2nd down, here's Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Yannick Ngakoue in there to get him, and that's sack number 12 for him on the year. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Out left, he's got it to Everett. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
first running back drafted this year. It's Saquon Barkley. And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, let's go.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now the rookie from Notre Dame, it's Josh Adams. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Handoff to Barkley. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
There we go. Nice play, baby.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. From the gun, it's Ryan. He dumps it off to Barkley. Give him 2 yards on that play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Partner, I think that completion takes the definition of dink and dunk to a different level, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right there, kind of played into their hands. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Bills. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drive.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. The left side completion to Jones. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or
better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Again to McCoy. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Watch him now, Barney!
So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
Detroit!
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A pickup of 24 on the third down conversion.
Watch it now, Barney.
This give is to McCoy. And they'll get him down here at about the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Charles, I think sometimes maybe we take LaShawn McCoy for granted. Been in the league since 2009. He's played 12 or more games every season as a running back. 30 years old this year. What do you see for his future?
I still see a very bright future for him, and you're exactly right. We do kind of take him for granted. Remember, he was with Philadelphia. Then he goes to Buffalo. Buffalo goes through the playoff drought before last season, and the Eagles, they win a Super Bowl without him. So, yeah, we forget just how special he is, but I do think with his running style, he's got many more seasons left.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Allen going to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. And this will be spotted on the other side of the field. It's a 61-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And this will remain a scoreless game.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a 1st down.
Gun. Wait.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on 1st down. Buying time to his left. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after them. Put the pressure on them.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. From the shotgun, Ryan escaping the pressure right. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its head.
And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Saquon Barkley with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And here come the Bills. And the last go-around for them, they tried that really, really long field goal, couldn't connect.
And in retrospect, I think a lot of people would say, well, why would you try one that long? You hurt yourself in field position. The ball comes out, there. That only helps the other team. But I look at it as maybe it was a double shot of confidence. Confident the kicker could make it. And even if he missed, confident in their defense that they could hold him.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Gets it to Strong. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Tackle that time by Jarquiski Tart.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
All right, now, look at 56. Let's go.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
All right, now, look at 56.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Dancing to his left. He's got the completion to Strong. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Detroit! All right, here we go. Green, 39. 56. Green, 39.
Now Allen throwing on 2nd down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended target was Corey Coleman, and it's 3rd down.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter. A lot of time to change things. Allen. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number one goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number two goal is win your division. Number three goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. Now a play fake here on first down. He sets to fire deep. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just working the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
Hey, let's go! Go!
Out of the gun, it's Ryan. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And that'll bring up second down. From the gun, Ryan. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. And they finally take him down, but not before he reaches the 43. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 52 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 43. Operating from the gun, Ryan. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So a minute 56 to play in this first half. Back to Buffalo after this. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again, Ryan. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did incompletions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
This offense was on the move. Now two straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Play action. Ryan. This is caught inside the 15. A big 30-yard play on third.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it.
Hey, let's go!
from the red zone now. They'll look to throw. Stepping up, he'll try and run. Ryan hit, and he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about any more.
Now Allen looking to throw on second down. Throw right side is into the hands of his tight end, Everett. The Bills on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6.
Detroit! Detroit! Watch him now, Barney! Barney!
So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. Now with the play clock about to expire, we get a whistle and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. They go play action here on first down. They'll roll him out right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. That time trying to find Gerald Everett. And now it's second down.
Gone! Detroit! Set! Green, 36!
And here's Allen throwing again. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's third down. The Bills on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen, shedding through the defense. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Jaguars in possession of the lead, and they will get the football as we are underway in this second half. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Powerful running. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Now Ryan on first down. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule.
Hey, Tuesday. 21.
On second down, here's Ryan. Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Jerry Hughes in there to get him, and that's sack number 6 for him on the year. The Jaguars on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to walk one deep left side here. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter 3.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what...
The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. He has been interception-prone here in his rookie season. How patient can they be with him?
That is the key question, isn't it? A lot of it depends on the head coach, what type of defense you have, and just a general understanding of the makeup of him. But the bottom line is you posed a great question. Are they at the stage where they've run out of patience and now they get to demand production? Or do you continue to stay with him this way?
Ryan. On the crossing route, complete. That's Cole. That one goes for 24 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Here's a give to Barkley. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football, this is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. They keep it with Barkley on first down. He's to the 10, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Flushed out right. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. A good pickup there at 22.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Leopard! 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 Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing on first down is Allen. Working the middle here. That's complete to Everett, the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now the first carry for the former Jaguar. This is Chris Ivory. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Telvin Smith that time there to make the play. The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. The Bills on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39! Over! Gun! 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 Gun!
Throwing now is Allen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. The Jaguars offense now heads back onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. Now Ryan down around the goal line. Completes it to Lee. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Open man right side is Ingram. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Throwing now, Ryan on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Cole. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets his football out shy of the 30 to the 29. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Again, it's Barkley. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Back now in Buffalo. It's Jaguar football here, and they'll look to extend their lead as we begin quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
On first down, Ryan. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And down inside the 15 he goes. A Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17.
from the red zone now. Here's Ryan on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. A handoff, Barkley running left. Enough to make the play defensively, Tre'Davious White. The fourth quarter here, they've got the lead. They want to keep it on the ground. That's what they're doing.
Smart football. Keep the clock grinding. Keep it going. But you got to figure now, they're going to see more people stacked up at the line of scrimmage as they try and bleed it out.
On third down, Ryan. He can run for it, and he will. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. It'll be a loss of one, and that'll bring up a second and goal.
Let's go.
They get it to him running left. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Saquon Barkley taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And it's now 21-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And the Bills getting set to go. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Now Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Miles Jack. Tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Let's go. 319. 319.
On play action, Allen. He's going to go for a big play down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jerk Whiskey Tart. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He's had his interception woes early in his rookie season, but sometimes that happens. There are great examples of guys in the past that have had those same struggles early.
You are so correct. And what the team and the organization is hoping, we're going to see these woes now, but later when we're helping him with his Hall of Fame speech, we'll remember his rookie year and how things began.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They'll go to Barkley again. And down inside the 40 to about the 38. 7 yards on the carry. Make it 3rd and 4 coming up. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They shakes him off. And this is caught. So he fakes the spike, and they get the touchdown. Odell Beckham with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Jaguars. Lambeau on for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And it is 28-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This will be taken very short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Detroit!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle. And oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
We got four.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. Steps away to his left. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Jalen Ramsey. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
They set up the screen to Ivory. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now a play fake here on first down. They'll find Everett there, complete. And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it.
Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And the lead drops from 34 down to 27. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They come into enemy territory, and I don't care what the matchup is in the National Football League. You're up like this late in the game on the road. This feels pretty good.
Oh, it feels fantastic. Anytime you get a road victory in the NFL, that's a big-time accomplishment. And to do it this convincingly, that just tears up the script that every home team has, which is nobody comes into our house and pushes us around. They took care of business today.
Yeah, they pushed around, and now the final stages of this one. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. As the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the fourth.
Get up!
They'll run it again with Barkley. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
They'll run with Barkley. And he is going to be stopped here at the line of scrimmage, and time is going to expire in this football game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted, no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for Jacksonville, they keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 8-3 on the year. And they'll return home next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, their luck may have run out as they fall to 4-7 now on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head down to Miami to take on the Dolphins. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
ain't show you no love, baby. Yeah, I'm a bubbles and these models it's popping, I tip her. I skip her, I give her the. Girl, you on my line right now. Yeah, I can see the signs right now.